Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Share India Securities Limited Q2 FY23 earnings conference call hosted by Antique Stock Broking Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone telephone.
Everyone. Today we have with us the entire management team of Share India Securities, represented by Mr. Praveen Gupta, who is the chairman, Mr. Kamlesh Shah, who is the managing director, Mr. Rajesh Gupta, who is the non-executive director, Mr. Sachin Gupta, who is the CEO and whole-time director, and Mr. Abhinav Gupta, who is the president. Without further ado, now I shall hand over to Mr. Kamlesh Shah for opening remarks. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. On behalf of Share India Management, I welcome all of you to the earnings call for Q2 and half year ended on 30th September. Greetings of the season. Happy New Year and wish you all a very prosperous investing year. Trade mein invest kar. That's our new slogan. That's the new slogan of Share India. We believe that the best investment is to start trade. Once you start trade, you learn a lot of things, and that is how the things get developed. Coming on the financial performance for Q2, the profit after tax, you must have all seen the financials. Still, I would like to highlight the key figures. Q2, we have profit after tax of 72 crore against 42 crore last year. So year-on-year basis, we have 68% growth, and on quarter-on-quarter also, we have 22% growth. The revenue also jumped to 243 crore from 212 crore last year. Our PAT margin is at all-time high at 30.9 against 20% last year. Our EBITDA margin is 47% against 31.5% last year. For last 3 years, we have recorded more than 100% growth in profitability and revenue. I would like to take you to the journey of Share India. It's a 26-year-old company. Up to October 2017, the journey was very humble, but with clear focus on technology. Technology, we believed firmly, would be a key growth driver. We took 2 important steps to transform the company. The first was listing on SME platform on 5th of October 2017, exactly 5 years before. And that time the market cap was around 100 crore rupees for the company. After spending 2 years in SME, we shifted to the main board of BSE on 2nd of December with market cap of 266 crore. The second important step that we took was to acquire and merge Total Securities Limited, a Bombay-based company. And it is now 2 years and 9 months almost of the merger, successful merger. And from there, the growth has taken a priority. And the market cap has gone up from that 266 crore to close to 4,400 crore as of today. So that's a significant achievement, and it is all because of the vision and the steps taken by the management at the appropriate time. We fully believe that the consolidation is the way forward, and if we have to develop sustainable business model which has many verticals like equity, derivative, commodity, currency, distribution, wealth management, merchant banking, insurance broking, NBFC, strategy-based trading, market making, and trading in international markets. Now, we have all these verticals active and profitable for the company. That is how we could derive to such a magnificent figures on a continuous basis. All this has been achieved by our 12 subsidiaries, including the holding company. As per the regulatory requirement, and we command sizable market share also in all the segments that we trade. In options, we have more than 6% market share. On commodity, we have 5 to 7% market share. Currency, we have 8 to 10% market share. And in ISFC, we are market makers and we hold 20% market share. The unique business model with focus on technology, we have HNI, FPI, brokers, and large group is our client. And strategic trading using artificial intelligence and machine learning is our key strength area. It is to be noted that during last 2 years, during the COVID period, there were many challenges, but we could overcome all those challenges with the help of technology. And during last 2 years, we have seen many regulatory reforms. Now, all those reforms have worked in favor of your company, and this has helped us to aggregate more clients because we are the most cost effective because of our market share. So whatever steps we took, and the market also has favored us, and that has created a formidable and sustainable business model. Stage is set for Indian capital market to take off, and we are ready to meet the challenges. In the major development, I would like to say that the acquisition of two large technology companies has worked in favor of the company. It is now the operations have been stabilized. We are rolling out new products. We introduced IBT-based product on 22nd of September, and we are all set to launch algo-based product in the month of February or March once we get the regulatory approval. And the retail initiative is our key focus area going forward. So with this two initiatives, we should be able to achieve that goal as well. The other development is SGX Connect has started operating from GIFT City, and we expect that to be fully operational by month of March 23. So that will also add a lot of value to the business of our company. We have made operational second membership in the name of Share India Algo Plus. It was formerly known as Total Commodities. Now it is the name has been changed to Share India Algo Plus. So that membership, that company is 100% subsidiary of the company, and that will provide another major milestone for us to increase our visibility, increase our turnover, increase our client base, and serve our client in a most appropriate manner, meeting their individual requirements. We are here to adopt disruptive strategies to maintain leadership in the market. India has seen best of the best time. We have client base all over India going. The investor base of India has grown from 4 crore demat account to 10 crore demat account. Around 40 lakh crore is the AUM of mutual fund. We have 12,000 crore of SIP on monthly basis. All these things will further boost the growth prospect of the company. We feel that year 1970 was the decade for Japan, 1980 was decade for USA, 1990 was decade for China. The next 10 years belongs to India. Recently, Morgan Stanley has released a report which says that India will transform from next India to new India, and it will become third largest economy with GDP of 7.5 trillion and market cap of around 10 trillion. India will become factory to the world, India will become office to the world, and India will become consumer to the world. So we see very good prospect for your company. This year growth already has picked up. We have clocked 131 crore for half year ended September, and we feel confident that this year also we will achieve achieve better than what market our peers have performed. And with your support and trust and confidence, we will do better. I would like to thank all our employees, bankers, all our associates who have supported us wholeheartedly. And with your support, we will try to deliver our best. Thank you.
So we open the floor for questions. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on your touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Thank you. Participants, to ask a question, you may please press star and one. The first question is from the line of Nitil Panda, individual investor. Please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Hi. I would like to ask where Share India is, what the targets of Share India is, CAGR quarter to quarter you are expecting, quarter to quarter growth of Share India, expectations of quarter to quarter growth of Share India.
Sachin ji, you are there on the line?
Yes, I am there, sir.
Yeah, please.
आपने क्वार्टर टू क्वार्टर का पूछा. देखिए मैं आपको बताऊं, हम लोग अगर आप पिछले 5 साल से देखेंगे, एवरी क्वार्टर वी आर ग्रोइंग और लगभग पिछले 5 साल से एनुअल पैट ग्रोथ हमारी मोर देन 100% है, राइट. सो बट द पॉइंट इज कि कंपनी जो आगे फोकस कर रही है, कंपनी इज डूइंग बेस्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ यूटिलाइजेशन द कैपिटल. Company is doing best in diversifying the product base, and slowly and gradually company is going into retail side. So जो quarter to quarter number है ये I don't want to comment on every quarter, but yes, annual growth numbers में अगर आप ये 2 क्वार्टर का रिजल्ट कंपेयर करेंगे लास्ट ईयर के 2 क्वार्टर से, तो बहुत अच्छा ग्रोथ हमको देखने को मिला. And we believe that same kind of growth should continue, and we are very positive with the environment there in India. जैसे सर ने भी एक्सप्लेन किया कि this decade belongs to India. So जो एक generational change है in users, in traders, in public, इंडिया में professional traders की एक बहुत बड़ी सेक्शन ओपन हुआ है. So earlier when we used to talk to US people, they were proudly saying that we are professional traders.
Okay, Sachin ji, one more question I would. Hello.
Yeah.
सचिन जी, जो यू ट्रेड आप की जो टेक कंपनी है, उसमें आप एक नया प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च करने जा रहे हैं जो घर घर आपका सपना है घर घर पहुंचाने का. तो सर उसमें क्या हम कब तक उसको लॉन्च होते हुए देख सकते हैं, और सेकेंडली हम 1 साल में कितने नंबर ऑफ क्लाइंट टारगेट कर रहे हैं?
देखिए ऐसा है, हमारी एक आईबी में कि हमने पहले महीने
Excuse me, this is the operator. Mr. Gupta, Sachin Gupta, your voice is breaking, sir. Can you please check your connection? Thank you.
I am clear now.
Yes, sir, we can hear
Am I
you.
audible?
Yes, sir.
So हमने 22 सितंबर को अपना रिटेल प्लेटफॉर्म लॉन्च किया था. जो मैंने अर्ली कॉल्स में प्रॉमिस किया था वो कंपनी उस पे काम कर रही थी, और 22 सितंबर को हमने अपना आईबीटी प्लेटफॉर्म लॉन्च किया. उसके ऊपर अपना एक 3000 क्लाइंट हमने एक महीने में रजिस्टर किए हैं, which is highest in the history of Share India, and we were not expecting this kind of response from the market, but market itself is so bullish that हम लोगों ने जो नंबर सोचा था उससे डबल नंबर हमारे को पहले महीने में रजिस्टर हुआ है. सेम लाइन पे जो हमारा ड्रीम प्रोजेक्ट है एल्गो फॉर रिटेल, उसके लिए डेवलपमेंट चल रहा है. आई होप इंटरनली प्रोडक्ट हमें दिसंबर में अवेलेबल होगा, एंड स्ट्रेस टेस्ट के बाद हम मार्च में विद द रेगुलेटरी अप्रूवल वी आर वेरी होपफुल दैट बाय एंड ऑफ फरवरी और मार्च विल बी एबल टू लॉन्च द प्रोडक्ट. और जहाँ तक रिटेल नंबर्स की बात है, हम लोग बहुत कंजर्वेटिवली चल रहे हैं, बहुत अग्रेसिव नंबर्स आई नहीं कर रहे हैं. हम जो भी नंबर्स लें, हमारा टारगेट है एक्टिव क्लाइंट्स पे हमारा ज़्यादा फोकस है रादर देन जस्ट ओपनिंग एन अकाउंट. सो वंस द एल्गो प्रोडक्ट विल बी ऑन, तो आप हमारा जितना भी ब्रांडिंग है, जितना भी परफॉर्मेंस बेस्ड मार्केटिंग है और क्लाइंट एक्विजिशन की डिफरेंट स्ट्रैटेजीज हैं, वो बहुत अग्रेसिवली पुश होंगी मार्केट में. एंड वी बिलीव अगले 2-3 साल में एक साइजेबल नंबर रिटेल का आप शेयर इंडिया में देखेंगे.
मेरे को बहुत खुशी हुई आपने जो बताया कि अभी जितना आपने एक्सपेक्ट किया था उससे डबल ग्रोथ हुई आपके नंबर्स में. मेरी बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं शेयर इंडिया को और आपको कि आप ऐसे ही जीवन में ग्रो करते रहें. थैंक यू सो मच.
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर. थैंक यू.
Reminder to all the participants to ask a question. You may please press star and one. The next question is from the line of Rahul. Please go ahead.
Hi everyone. So my question would be, what is the company's segment-wise revenue breakup, and what is Share India current client strength, what they are working on?
Abhinav, if you can answer, please.
Sure. So as far as revenue breakup is concerned, currently 50% of our revenue would be coming from prop. Around rest 50 would be fairly distributed across the client segments, and of which around 35% would be from broking clients, and others from other segments, which includes NBFC, insurance, and technology. As far as client strength is concerned, we clocked as sir said that we have launched the product in September. So post October, we had a total client strength of 23,309.
My one more question would be, we talked about Algo a lot. So when would it would be available for the retail customer? What would be the future plan of the Algo trading?
As Sachin sir has already explained, we are planning to launch the expanded CUG launch in Q4 of this year, this financial year, that is February and March ending. We are very hopeful for the product. That is the entire product that we have based
तुम्ही
our
ज्या
entire
व्यक्तीशी बोलत आहात त्याने तुमच्या कॉलला होल्डवर ठेवला आहे. कृपया
So that is the product that we have based most of our customer acquisition strategy on. So from Q4 of this year, the product should come to the market and will be very receptive to any changes that might be required by the clientele basis their feedback. And not only that, once the product is launched, every 6 months post this, we would continue to bring out new products so as to cater to the growing demands of the derivative traders in India.
I want to add one point here, Abhinav. I may?
Sure, sir. Please, sir.
Yeah. Sir, see, I just want to clear my investors one thing. See, people generally got confused that Share India is also looking for, targeting for discounted broking clients. Like, so we will be in competition, people like Zerodha and Angel. So I just want to make clear that Share India is not targeting that particular vertical. So idea is that we want to have maximum possible active clients within Share India rather than only account opening. So the idea is we are putting more effort on technology and value addition in terms of products, in terms of where we can help clients in understanding market and trading market. So we are not here only push clients for the investment, but for trading. That's why our slogan is trade mein invest kar. So our competition will be like with the tech guys, where we'll be giving algos, we'll be giving back testing, we'll be giving APIs and some more advanced technologies. So we are not here for IBT only, but IBT is just a platform leveraging on, we'll be focusing more on technology-based products where we'll have more active customers rather than only account opening. So you might see that, customer acquisition is bit slow, but the acquisition will be 100% based on the active participation by the customer. So don't get confused that Share India will compete with Zerodha and Angel. We are not trying to do that. But yes, we'll try to project ourselves as a tech broker for the trader.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Darshan Chauhan, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello. Good evening. First of all, congratulations on an excellent set of numbers. I have two questions. My first question is, I see a good amount of improvement in profit margin. So can you elaborate a little bit on that, and is it sustainable going forward? And second question is, I have seen that you have already launched a trading application for iOS and Android, right? So congratulations on that as well. I want to know if you have any numbers around weekly active users on that. That's it. Thank you.
Abhinav, you can take the question.
Sure, sir. So I'll take the second question first. Essentially, for the weekly active users that you have mentioned. So as I said, we have launched the product in September end only, and we have added around 3,000 odd customers and those both platforms that you mentioned on iOS and Android. So as of right now, all of them are active customers. I think usually what happens is whenever the new account is opened, the active customer segment spikes, and then it suddenly starts dropping after a period of time. So we still have to take a call of how much the drop rate out of this for active and non-active would be. But as I said, we have current strength of around 23,000 total clientele, and of them, the active clientele would be around 8,000. But most of it from the legacy business that we continue to. And can you please repeat your first question? There was some disturbance in the line which I couldn't hear properly.
Sure. So my first question was around profit margin. So I see there has been a good improvement in profit margin. So I want to understand where did the improvement came from, and is it going to be sustainable?
Yeah, sure. So if you look at a consolidated profit statement or P&L statement, the improvement in profit margin is essentially both the elements of increment in revenue and decrease in cost. The decrease in cost is primarily attributable to two facts. That number one, the second membership that Kamlesh has already mentioned about got active, because of which there were certain working capital advantages that we were able to achieve, and hence we were able to reduce cost over there. Number two, in the end, so in last quarter, we moved from PCM based clearing to a self clearing based model, which has helped us save certain cost elements. Because of which the cost associated has been comparatively lower. Having said that, we ourselves are cognizant of the fact that the improvement operating margins has been very significant. Though there would continue to be improvement in operating margins from year-on-year basis, but it is to be seen how sustainable they are. We believe that it would be higher than what it was previous quarter. Our best case assumption would be that operating margins would remain between what happened last quarter and this quarter. But of course, the effect of working capital advantages and the cost reduction mechanism because of self-clearing and everything needs to be seen for at least another couple of quarters.
Thank you. Yep.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Bhavik, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
First of all, thank you for this opportunity and congratulations for a great set of numbers. So I have a couple of questions my first question is around the launch of the IBT product. And I understand it's been only a month, but the progress has been pretty slow on that front. We've had close to 1,000 plus downloads on the App Store. So I wanted to understand, is there any plan in place, to reach out to the larger retail audience, any budget, that we have set for advertising? Because, I've been observing that, on our YouTube channel also, we've, become quite active, but again, the reach is quite limited. So is there any plan going forward so that, we can reach to the larger retail audience and we can, put our message, forward to them?
Should I take this?
Hello.
Hello. Abhinav, should I take this?
Yeah, so I'll start with it. So thanks for the question. I think it's a very valid question from your side. So I'll try and answer it in multiple parts. And please do let me know, or please do come back if certain parts of it are remain unanswered. First of all, as far as the download is concerned, so what we have done is we have essentially launched two apps on the Play Store. So it's not only even on iOS and Android, we both have two apps on each of these platforms. What we have done is we have distributed our segment amongst the prime broking clients and the normal retail clients, and each one of them has more than 1,000 plus downloads. So even within a month, so the number of downloads that have happened is essentially double of what you were expecting it to be. So 1,000 each is, or each download, 1,000 downloads is on each of these apps on both Android and iOS. So that's why the number is comparatively higher than what you are expecting it to be, number one. Number two, as far as the reach is concerned, we have just launched our platform. There are certain marketing initiatives that are currently in the pipeline, but we wanted to test our feasibility and do the dry runs earlier before going to the full throttle on the marketing exercises. Of course, you would continue to see. So as you have just pointed out yourself that we have become quite active on the YouTube, but there would be certain marketing initiatives to expand that reach, and over the course of next few quarters, you will continue to get that. Number two. Number three, as Sachin sir has already explained to you, we are not in the race to expand or get the market share in the number of clients that we are looking at, because we are trying to target very niche segment with a particular product profile that we want to offer. People who are looking for algo specifically and who are looking for strategy-based trading should identify Share India as the preferred broker. So we are not in the race to get the most customer traction in terms of number of clienteles on our app. So that is not the agenda, neither that is the marketing objective that we are trying to cater. And number fourth, as far as the budget is concerned, we do have earmarked certain budget, but most of our marketing budget would be coming into play once we launch our algo product. As far as the IBT product is concerned, that is only a stepping stone before we launch our algo-based product. So most of the marketing initiatives and most of the budgets that we have earmarked internally and got the approvals for would be spent once the algo product is launched. So before that, the progress would be very internally, very surgical and target-based customer targeting approach.
Okay. Thank you for the reply. So I wanted to know, do we have any internal target, the contribution the retail business, will have in the overall pie, maybe in a couple of years?
Yeah, so as I said, we have consistently maintained in our earlier con calls as well that we want to get the client denominated market share, revenue share of our P&L to a very large extent. Currently, they constitute around 35%, which has been continuously progressing for the last few quarters. So it has progressed from around 25 to 35% in the last 6 quarters or so. We believe that there's huge potential. So when I say client-dominated income, there will be essentially 3 elements. There's the institutional business that we are very hopeful that will continue to bring us more revenue. Number 2 is the ultra-rich segment that we continue to cater, and the prime broking app that we have launched is essentially to cater to that segment. And number 3 is the retail. So when we talk about the entire clientele business, all these 3 elements form part of it. Over the course of next 2 quarters, we believe the entire client-dominated piece should constitute more than 60% of our overall revenues. So that is the kind of internal target that we are working with.
Okay.
And I want to add one more point. See, as I explained, as Abhinav has explained, that IBT is not the full-fledged play where Share India is targeting. So IBT is just a stepping stone, and the main idea is the algo-based traders and having active traders, active clients with us. So I tell you the reason behind. Reason is that these days customer acquisition cost is super high, and the lifetime revenue from the total number of customers is fairly low because a lot of brokers are offering discount-based broking platforms. So there is means there is no value for the company if we burn a lot of money on customer acquisition in IBT side. So what we thought, the new idea is that why not to add value in customers' life in terms of, why not to provide them a sophisticated technology which we guys are using or HNIs are using. Why not to give them, API, back test, forward test. Forward test, I haven't seen it, very few companies are there. So all these 4 products in one package and, at a very reasonable price. So that's the whole idea of acquiring uTrade was. So once the product will be out, then we'll be open with the aggressive marketing strategies and customer acquisition. There, the customer acquisition cost versus the revenue from a customer is pretty much in our favor. So that's why we are not putting hard on effort on acquiring customers or marketing at this stage. Secondly, YouTube. So please try to understand YouTube is a journey. The idea of creating a YouTube channel is very simple. If you may have checked our channel, it just speak about the education, knowledge, and views on base of the today's market close. And traders like Bhavya, traders like Aman, they both are active there. So the whole idea is to create a followers, create a team of retailers with us over a period of next 5 years. If we have our internal collateral where we can have 5 to 10 lakh subscribers to whom we can showcase our products, to whom we can talk about changes in regulatory system and everything. So that's the whole idea of YouTube, and it's a pretty new child. It's hardly 1 month old, and we have 1,500 subscribers. We believe over the period of time, slowly or gradually, it will also, catch up with the other channels.
Correct. No, my only worry was that, we are probably not advertising it enough, because with the kind of other broking companies, spending a lot on advertising, probably that we may not be, visible to the retail public. That was, one of the worry I had, regarding the product.
You are 100% right. But we are not very aggressive because we want to save now so that we can spend at the time of launch of Algo product. So, but you see what gives me thrills, that entire team is so pushed up, so motivated that they are doing YouTube, they are doing multiple ways they are engaging with the retail customer, which earlier we were not. So you can see the physical change in behavior of the team, where we are trying to reach to the retail customer. So that zeal is there. It's a matter of time that will be a customer-facing company. And as we, speak on previous calls, that idea is to go to retail with tech. So I am feeling that zeal in my team, and we believe in next 2 years you will feel that Share India is a sizable player in retail business.
And I would just like to say though, I would just like to add up. Though we internally track month-on-month progress for internal targets, but from an investor point of view, we would like to be very clear on this, that month-on-month approach is not the best approach as far as this transformation of our digital journey is concerned. We are looking at the bigger picture from a 2-year perspective. We are not going to go full throttle marketing, or neither are we targeting the kind of customers to go to the mass level, as in into the a very expanded base. We believe that we are bringing out a very niche product for which there is already an audience which is looking for it, and hence it should be a pull approach that we are targeting our product on, rather than the push approach basis media spends, advertising, marketing, because the customer acquisition cost in that kind of a scenario is too high for us.
Got it. Yeah, so my last question is, could you just also provide me with the market share that we currently have in the option segment? Kamlesh sir indicated in the opening remark it is close to 6%, right?
Correct.
So why are we losing market share on a quarter-on-quarter basis? I believe that we used to command a market share of close to 9%, I think a year back. And, we've been losing market share on that. So could you also provide me, with what exactly is going on in the broking business?
Abhinav, let me come on this for a minute and then you take it up. See, as I mentioned to you, we have taken a new membership in the name of Total Commodities, which is now named as Share India Algo Plus. So, part of the business get diverted to that company also. So when I speak about Share India, if it is a group, we have better share. But naturally, I was speaking about Share India. So there we have 6% market share. And you're right, to some extent, the volume in the market has grown. And, we have certain specific scale to use and the profitability we maintain. So we are not into rate race, or we are not into achieve turnover at the cost of efficiency. So that these two reasons are primary reason for us to be very conservative on the market share. But still, we are among the top 5 in terms of turnover as a group in option. Abhinav, you can add.
Yeah, sure. So I think sir has very beautifully and very articulately explained it to you that our second membership has already started. So we are cognizant of the fact that the market share has seen a slight drop. If you add, the market share is comparatively higher. In our investor presentation, you get both the numbers. Number 2, we have always maintained over the last few calls that we have had with investors that our focus is to improve the efficiency of the strategies that itself we are kind of trading internally. So our main focus was not on the ADTO ADTO is an element which we very closely track, and we have kind of similarly maintained the kind of ADTOs that we have essentially earlier. It's just that the market scale has improved so much on the kind of turnover at the market level has increased so much that we have not kept pace, because we have always been now focused, because the kind of strategies that we were trading earlier has been in the marketplace for the last 4-5 years, and we wanted to make them more efficient, and that was the focus was for the last 6 odd quarters. And because of which we are seeing a continuous improvement in our operating margin profile and PAT margin profile. And we believe that, as sir said, that as we get more size and scale, it is important for us to, to be able to command that kind of premium of anyone getting associated with Share India, and not into the entire rat race of getting the turnover-based ADTOs higher. We have maintained the ADTOs that we usually used to have. It's just that the market scale has increased, and we have focused more on the improvement and efficiency of the strategies that we trade.
Got it. So we expect, right, the broking business also to grow along with, the other subsidiaries business that we have.
Oh, 100%. In fact, that is the main focus of the entire scheme.
Right. Thanks a lot for answering all the questions.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ashwin Sood from Share India. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, sir, your line is unmuted. You may go ahead, please.
Hi, good evening.
Ashwin Sood, your line is unmuted. You may go ahead, please. Okay, there is no response from the line of current participant. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question for today. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Praveen Gupta for his closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. To begin with, I would like to thank all the investors for joining the Concall. I would also like to thank all the shareholders for their continuous support. Your belief in us fuels our motivation to keep working hard. Share India has increased its focus on retail business in order to increase its sustainability. Please to share that the second quarter was the best quarter we had. So we are targeting to deliver similar growth in coming years. I hope we will continue to get the support from our shareholders in the future as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, members of the management. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Antique Stock Broking, that concludes this conference call. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks.